All right, folks. Breaking news. According to a report from InfoWars, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is set to drop out of the presidential race and endorse Donald Trump. Now, this is according to a report from Alex Jones and InfoWars, who have been right a lot more than they've been wrong. Um, it says here sources inside Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s campaign have exclusively confirmed to Alex Jones that the independent candidate is set to formally drop out of the race and endorse Donald Trump for president during an event in Los Angeles this Friday. Goes on to say here earlier today, Jones broke that Trump is very open to giving Kennedy a major role in government, like a cabinet position, attorney general, head of NIH, or EPA. Now, this would be a major endorsement on Donald Trump's behalf because currently, if we look at the polls, now I know the polls aren't the end all be all, but it's the best set of data that we have at this time. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is currently polling on average at about 4.5% nationally. Now, Donald Trump's at 44.9, Kamala Harris at 46.4. So she has a 1.5 percentage point lead over Donald Trump in the polling aggregate. So even if a portion of Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s support uh, went to Trump, that would be enough to give him a major boost. Okay, now clearly not all of his supporters are going to go to Trump. I think a whole hell of a lot more of them are going to go to Trump than Kamala Harris. Some of them might not vote at all, but at least a good chunk would go to Donald Trump. And if we look at the polling, we see all this fawning coverage about Kamala Harris and her surge and this and that. Well, she has a 1.5 percentage point lead. Now, if we go back to 2016, at this time, Hillary Clinton led Donald Trump in the polls by 5.7 percentage points. And in 2020, Joe Biden had a 7.4 percentage point lead. Now, both of those ended up being off by about 3 points. Of course, always in favor of the Democrat. So at this point, Donald Trump's in a great position as it is to win the election. So any extra support that he can get from RFK Jr. supporters would be massive. And this would give RFK Jr., who got basically shunned out of the Democrat Party for running against Joe Biden, a great opportunity to implement some of the things that he's right on. Now, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., of course, has up until very recently has been a Democrat his entire life. He's a Kennedy, right? Now, he's focused mainly on environmental issues and issues pertaining to, we'll say, certain injections, okay, that in particular are given to little kids. Now, this would give him a great opportunity to have a say on a lot of the issues that he's right on and stick it to the Democrats. You know, what better way to do that than to drop out and endorse Donald Trump and not only endorse him but go on the stump across the country. And there's a certain element of the electorate that likes Robert F. Kennedy Jr. I tend to be somewhat favorable to him at least. And there's people that he can reach and encourage them to support Donald Trump. Now, we'll see if this actually happens. Like I said, Alex Jones and InfoWars have been right a whole heck of a lot more than they've been wrong. And I guess we'll find out on Friday. Now, there was a recent podcast appearance by RFK Jr.'s running mate, Nicole Shanahan, who basically intimated that this kind of thing was going to happen, that they did not want to be seen as being spoilers and throwing the election to Kamala Harris. So this report comes on the heels of that. So I give it at least a 90% chance of happening at this point. And great timing, right? Because right now you have the dumpster fire, also known as the Democrat National Convention, going on in Chicago. What a freak show that's been! And right after that, when they're supposed to get this big bump, which I don't think they're going to get, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will drop out and endorse Donald Trump, and completely wipe out any quote unquote boost that Kamala Harris would get from the DNC. So, very interesting report. Very interesting report. Anyways, that's what I think. Let me know what you all think. And as always, we'll see you on the next one.